Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the May 23rd, 2020 edition of Pro Wrestling Throwdown. We are your hosts. This is Luke the Big Dawg Williams. I'm Kaleb Blaque. Luke, how are we doing this Saturday?
Well, doing all right. Ready to talk some wrestling. Been kind of a down week.
It's been a rough week. We're going to get into all that right now in this week's segment, What's News? Obviously, at the top of the list, the untimely passing of both Shad Gaspard and Hana Kamura. Let's talk about Shad first.
Okay.
He sacrificed his life to save his son.
Out like a true hero.
Which is just the absolute, if you had to go out in an untimely way, he went out like a man. Our condolences to the Gaspard family, all of his friends, our deepest sympathies. He was an all-around just great guy. That's the only thing I ever hear talked about him. That's the only thing I ever read about being said about him.
Very talented, very...
incredibly talented, passionate. You know, he was the body guy they used to do the motion capture, Kratos, in the new God of War.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so
I do know that he was a bodyguard for several... for Mike Tyson at one point, as well as a couple bands. I'm not really sure on the name, so I don't want to spit out the wrong...
Yeah.
But... Yeah, he was a bodyguard for several people.
For those of you who aren't aware of who Shad Gaspard is, he was a member of a tag team called Crime Time.
Brooklyn.
Then wrestled in the WWE in the mid-2000s. Phenomenal tag team. Had the perfect big man, small man dynamic. Him and JTG. Once again, our deepest condolences.
Actually, good friends, too.
Yeah, but the best of friends. The closest brothers. The other untimely passing this week was of 22-year-old Hana Kamura, who essentially was bullied into taking her own life. That's such a shame because she was talented, she was young, she was well-respected and loved by her peers.
It's sad that it takes something like this for people to acknowledge the bullying aspect.
Yeah.
It's in all platforms, a day-to-day life. Bullying is not okay,
Never.
But, if something like that's happening, you should tell somebody.
Yeah, talk to somebody. Give us a call.
We're easily reached through numerous things.
Yeah.
I don't have anything better to do, to be honest with you. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is, preacher, teachers, faculty, anything. Reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
As far as Crime Time goes, I'm not very... versed in her work per se.
Sure.
Of course, we don't get a lot of that stateside without having to really look.
Yeah.
As far as Crime Time, my favorite things of Shad and JTG were the selling of shop.com.
Oh, yeah. They were the first ones to really plug it all the time.
So, hey, man, you need a shirt? It was good stuff, man.
WShop.com.
Money. Yeah.
That's right. Some of my favorite just vignettes they were so entertaining and so enigmatic, and just the vignettes and the wrestling again was great. Shad, great big man.
Wrestling spoke for itself.
Yeah, Crime Time athletic, with JTG's style. The great tag team in the ring, but outside of the ring, they were just funny and fun to watch.
I remember a Royal Rumble one year. They both come out to the same entrant, and they rock, paper, scissors to see who would go to the ring.
They were just so entertaining.
Teaming with Cena against the Cabinet was great.
Perfect. Stealing JBL's limo.
Fantastic. Good stuff, man. All around good stuff.
Class act was Crime Time. Highly recommend if you've got the network or YouTube. Take a minute, watch a Crime Time match, leave a positive comment for somebody to see. Be kind to each other.
If you want something to kind of get that emotional going on, check out on YouTube the Shad and MVP's reaction to Kofi winning the championship.
It was so...
It gave you goosebumps.
Yeah, it was so pure. Just two guys who were proud of their buddy for making it and speaking for the black community and the WWE. Our condolences again to Shad and Hana, and we're not trying to gloss this over. No. However, we got a podcast to do, and we got a job to do, so we're going to get it done, bring some entertainment back. Some more news in wrestling. AJ Styles traded to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Maybe Raw's going to get a trade from SmackDown later on.
Said that names would be announced in the future. Of course,
I bet it's Baron Corbin.
Probably.
I bet Corbin goes
I would be
Raw.
okay with that.
Yeah, me too. McIntyre needs a heel. And who better right now in the company?
Agreed.
You know, if you can't have MJF.
Well, SmackDown's nothing but a heel roster, and Raw's nothing but a face roster, so, yeah. I mean, what perfect way to do it, honestly.
Joey Janela and the Dr. Britt Baker, both hurt, won't be competing at tonight's pay-per-view.
Joey Janela is replacing Ray Fenix.
Sorry, Ray Fenix is hurt. Joey Janela will be replacing Ray in the ladder match, and Penelope Ford will be replacing the Doctor.
Yes.
The Doctor is out.
Unfortunately.
Such a shame, man. She's so good, and she's so good, and she's just so good. And now she's going to be on the shelf for like 6 months.
Which is not so good.
Not so good. That's such a shame.
Our producer, Mighty Max, was telling me earlier that she had cut an interview with somebody saying that, what was it, Adam Cole, her wanting to see Adam Cole in the ring with the Young Bucks, or Adam Cole wanting to be in the ring with the Young Bucks eventually. I honestly think that would be great.
I think Adam Cole, I mean, if the WWE was ever dumb enough to let him go, would be a hell of a roster pick up for AEW. Again, because of it, his style would be complementary to their roster.
Him and Adam Page would be great.
Oh, him and Adam Page would steal the show. Him and Moxley. Him and Omega.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a Kenny Omega Adam Cole match? That would rank 6 stars for you, Meltzer. I know you're watching.
Who'd he have to beat?
There we go. All right, guys. That's going to wrap us up here for What's News in Wrestling. You got a thought about the match replacements tonight? You got a positive thought to share about Hana or Shad? Feel free to send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. We'll share it live next week here on Pro Wrestling Throwdown, or you can like, subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. Stay tuned for This Week in Wrestling.